in our community is, oh, I don't need to see a shrink. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't crazy. Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't gonna.
That's
And then, you
definitely
know what
the
I mean?
narrative for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to change that narrative. Like, no, we're affected. The '92 riots affected us. We burnt down everything. Like, you know what I mean? It caused race disparities. It caused like homelessness, all kind of stuff. All of the black businesses that built up, all that, like, since the '92 riots, the ones that lived through it, that affected us. You know what I mean? It's still to this day.
Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
What's up with y'all? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
Your favorite smoking partner, Serpo. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, go ahead and subscribe.
Oh, please believe, make sure you do that. And you know we got our special guest co-host with us again.
What's poppin', y'all? It's C-Pop, your professional hype woman, back at it again. Thank you, y'all.
Yes.
So today we definitely do have a guest here. You know, here at Best Way to Smoke, we like to touch on mental health a lot. You know, and today's guest is determined to breaking stigmas. From a book to a film in 380 libraries. From the U.S. to Australia, everybody help me welcome Teri herself.
Hey.
Ba, 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 ba.
What's up with it, cuz? How you doing?
All right.
Hold on, before we go, man, on the first one, that's my cousin.
Welcome.
Everything. Everything.
No, we real blood cousins. Let that be.
Yeah.
For real,
Real
yeah.
blood. On
That part of it.
On the real. On the real. So look, before we get into the show, we always do the best way to smoke tip. And what's your best way to smoke tip?
To be honest with you, my best way to smoke tip is whenever you feeling little aches and pains in your body, go on and reach for, call out the Zahez, shout out to Zahez, 24 hours. But I'll roll up instead of taking narcotics.
Yeah.
Seeing the fact that there is a opiate crisis. So by me being free of alcohol for 2 years, I'm not about to switch from alcohol and then get addicted to something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
So, I actually did that with the Red Bulls, and all my friends are telling me, like, sending me, every time I look at my message, it's the same thing, how Red Bulls is killing people.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let me switch to something else. So now, I just switched to the little bubbly sparkling water, So, but it's just, my tip is grab you a sparkling water or something like that. Keep it healthy.
On the real.
And if you're in pain, find you a quiet area and imagine one. Roll up, smoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
On the
And
real.
then-
And what do you prefer though? You know what I'm saying? Like the indica or sativa?
I'm kind of like hybrid. You feel me?
Hybrid.
If it's some cool sativa and I kind of like want to stay up and like get the job done, then I'll just like smoke some cool sativa. But like at night after I'm done working, actually I even work at night. But like them wee hours of the night when the city sleep, you feel me? Like Monday through Friday, around 3 o'clock in the morning, to maybe 5 in the morning. Right when the news fresh on, after you done said your prayers, started your day, smoke, drink your coffee, no nicotine.
Yeah, fuck that nicotine. Yeah,
we grew up,
grandma,
just smoked the cigarette with the coffee. That's always a good deal, you feel me? But, it's kind of stay healthy, have that balance. It's still just, smoke your weed and drink some coffee and,
Yeah. So that's what's up. So tell the Best Way to Smoke family, like, where you grew up at, you know what I mean? And how you grew up and,
All right, well, my name is Teri Rogers. I grew up all over Los Angeles, California. Both sides of my family are originated from natives of Watts, California, Compton, California, just all of LA, basically. And growing up was pretty cool. I grew up, in Watts. I grew up in South LA, West Side, Inglewood. I was born in Inglewood, baby. My mom went to labor with me at the Sizzler. You know what I'm saying? 27 years later, I found out, oh, that's why I love the Sizzler so much.
Oh, everything.
You know
Especially that bread, though.
Right there.
Bread be good,
I'm telling you. So, So yeah, it's like then after the 94 earthquake, we migrated to San Pedro, South Bay area. So that was kind of a little culture shock, but it was very enlightening. And I'm glad that things kind of happened that way.
Right.
We ended up going to school. Well, they kind of kept us in good schools. I went to many schools. Back then, we had the choice booklets, the magnet program. So it was like, you want to get to a good school. Yeah. So we ended up moving to South Bay.
Yeah.
Because of the earthquake. And then I started school at picked up back in Palos Verdes, San Pedro area.
Okay.
And then went to San Pedro High School.
Yeah.
Then after that, Narbonne.
Yeah.
And Harbor City.
Yeah. So what was your experiences like, to dig straight into it though, like dealing with, mental health, right? So when was your first experience, you know what I'm saying, even really like noticing it or even dealing with it?
To be honest, if you really, nobody ever really asked me that, but to be honest with you, my first realization of mental health is when my father, Aunt Louise, y'all aunt, you know what I'm saying, but my grandmother, Louise, we lived on 110th, the Fig. Everybody came out of that, so we've been there for years, and my aunts and uncles, they were raised over there. Unfortunately, my aunt, she was on drugs and, they was part of the 80s, a lot of us experienced that. That's in the Denver Lane territory and stuff like that. So my uncle was, what I'm saying? So, but mental health kicked in when one day my dad, he was the only one of her children that never dug into drugs or alcohol or anything. He kept trying to work and stuff like that.
Right.
And so he came to pick us up one day and we had our bags by the door as usual, but my aunt was sitting on the couch and she was high. And my daddy didn't like that. So he got angry and this his sister. He keep telling her to like, leave that crap alone, leave that shit alone. So he kind of like roughed her up, because it hurted his feelings to see his sister like that.
Right.
Now that I'm getting older, I'm understanding
Right.
this. So he's like, leave that shit alone. Like in his house, we couldn't even smoke weed. It was forbidden. Like my dad to this day, like don't drink, smoke, none of that. Like health, you know what I'm saying? So to see his sister like that, it bothered him. And my grandma, she had mental health issues and she kept telling him to stop. He wouldn't stop. She came over there and socked me in my jaw, 5 years old. And when that happened, that's the only thing that got my dad up off my aunt. Cause it was like, oh man, so that was probably like the first time, that was the most, this June is PTSD Awareness Month. So that right there was a post-traumatic stress disorder that I didn't know I had experienced until I got older to be able to identify it. But that was pretty, like, your grandma, you love your grandma. My grandma loved me. Like, you don't understand
But it sounded like it was like, you on my child, now I'm gonna get
that's
your
exactly
child.
what it
You know
was. That's exactly what it was. And she's like, you don't want nobody hitting your baby, so don't hit mine. It's like, it didn't make sense, and I ain't justifying her actions, but that comes
happened.
along. That's what comes along with mental illness.
For sure.
In your dad's defense, like, because I get when I'm like talking to my family or like say a loved one, and you don't want to see them so like, especially if you went down this road, you went through the tears, you went through the motivational talks, you went through almost everything you felt possible. It's like you almost want to like shake it out of them, like, and it's it's kind of like a selfish feeling, I will say, because it's just like you're like, I love you, I want you to stop. What can make you stop? And it just infuriates you, to a point where, because I could get that way, where I'm just like, what else do I need to do, like, and it's a selfish move, it is, but it's almost like I love you so much, like, what the hell, like.
Right. Well,
and who knows, like, how, like, I'm not sure exactly how the situation went, but it's almost like, that's how I gathered it from what from like what you said. It was like he kind of was. He had these talks before, right?
Yeah, but I never. No, we never even really talked about it.
Right, you were a baby.
Never talked about it, but that's something that stuck with me.
Right,
and I never really would have known how to process that.
Right.
without going to the treatment that I went through to be able to
Right.
heal from my childhood trauma. Some stuff we blank out of our minds and we act subconsciously, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
by doing stuff. Sometimes, and that's sometimes which leads to substance use. You know what I mean? During pain and all that, I'll drink.
Get closer to the mic, cuz.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's like drink. We do stuff, temporary fixes to like just temporarily escape whatever we feeling and not really going through it.
Temporary, the key word.
Yeah, because after the drink go down, the high go down, the problem's still there.
Still
The rent's
there.
still
That's
there.
right.
You know what I'm saying? All that's still there. So, but as a kid, I didn't understand that. I lived with that until I got to rehab and I was able to understand, okay, my grandmother was really sick, but she did. I understood what she was doing to have to get my dad. I understand her point,
Yeah.
but
You were
that
like
just
the
happened.
sacrificial lamb, like
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah.
and it's like, but my dad is like, and the thing is, what's so cold about that is, my aunt was probably one of the grim sleeper like victims because she walked out the house one day and we never saw her again. You know what I'm saying? It been word on the street. Her arms got cut off, legs got cut off. Her head, they kept the head because they didn't want to identify the dental records. All kind of like, how the streets talk, but that's my dad's sister. You know,
Right.
so this trauma behind never seeing her again, and my only memories really is of my dad trying to get her off the streets because we lived on Fig, so she was known
Right
as a
there.
strawberry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right there.
That's not respect. You know what I'm saying? So I would never downplay my auntie. It's just that these are my life experiences. As I got older, I'm starting to understand. So that's what made me want to start breaking stigmas.
Right.
Because people are so often to judge other people and they don't know really what other people are going through, and we don't have really too many healthy outlets in our community where people feel secure. Because in our community is, oh, I don't need to see a shrink. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't crazy. Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't going.
That's
then,
definitely
you know
the
what I mean?
narrative for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to change that narrative. Like, no, we're affected. The '92 riots affected us. We burnt down everything. Like, you know what I mean? It caused race disparities. It caused like
lot.
homelessness, all kind of stuff. All of the black businesses that built up, all that, like, since the '92 riots, the ones that lived through it, that affected us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still to this day.
It's still, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Natasha Harding's like, we're still, it ain't, Breonna Taylor wasn't the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at all.
And she ain't gonna be the last, you
Ain't
feel
gonna-
me?
Yeah.
So it go way further, it's way deeper than that. When do we ever get like looked at like, when do we ever take the time to look like, damn, we are re-traumatizing ourselves? How can you heal in a trauma, in an environment you were traumatized?
It's continuous. Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't stop.
And there's no resources.
Right.
It's just don't do it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But
Deal with the
damn, somebody
consequence,
died. I'm at the repass. I gotta have a drink. Damn, it's my birthday. Oh, we about to turn up. I gotta have a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I've been working all week. Now it's Sunday. I got to turn up. I got to have me a drink. Oh, damn, the game on. Time to drink.
Time to
When
drink,
do
yeah.
it stop? Oh, it's my boy's birthday. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I'll toast up with my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when do it stop? This for their homies. When do the
it
drinking
stop?
stop? When
Yeah.
do we take like control of ourselves and like say, okay, enough is enough, and like this is what I want to do. I'm making this choice. So instead of a beer, I'll go ahead and drink my sparkling, bubbling water.
So with you like going to rehab, was that something you had to experience multiple times, or was it a one-time thing that kind of got you?
Nothing's ever a one-time
Okay.
fix. Nothing.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No problem. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just for our viewers, because I know you're very adamant about like putting the stigmas out there and just being real transparent. I know you told us you're a Skid Row survivor, right? So you talked about being on Fig. Like, explain that to some of our viewers that might not know where that's at. What's that?
The host role.
Hold on. Before you go there too, though. Before you go there, remember that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
From right there, you being on Fit because
Oh, yeah.
like stigma, it keep coming up.
Yeah, I'm a 110, baby.
I just want a common ground. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I'm a 110, baby. I'm a 110, 4, 5, 10, baby.
Everything.
Yeah.
Look, breaking stigma.
I'm a
10 to the
710
end.
baby then. No, I'm just playing.
110 to the end.
Look, but look though, you know what I'm saying? Breaking the stigma around something refers to reducing or removing the negative connotation or unfair belief that society or a group of people have put, you know what I'm saying, on something. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can all like kind of agree, like
The whole NBA changed their rules when Allen Iverson did all of that because he had French braids, bro. They changed their whole
because
way
attire.
it was
because
dressed.
of
Everybody gotta
the
start.
negative aspect that society put on black men with braids.
That's a stigma. That's profiling is a stigma. You're stigmatizing me, bro.
Yes.
Like you get what I'm saying? Like nobody you look at me and assume this and that. And I like to see this. I play tricks with people. I like to, walk by and they let them think. At first, my first attitude used to be cuss them out, all this. Well, fuck it, and all that. You know what I'm saying? My new attitude is this, because I'm always handy with my book. My new attitude is this. I turn around, I say, hey, I just want to know if you're interested. This book is about breaking stigma. Mental health and awareness. I'm an advocate. You can find it at Barnes & Noble. I say that first. Because it's like Barnes & Noble, you know what I'm saying? It's Barnes & Noble,
You say it like that,
Target.
though? Barnes and Noble?
No, I don't say it like that. I don't say it like that. But I do put the
Right, put the
emphasis,
emphasis on it.
extra
Yeah,
emphasis on
yeah.
it. You can find a copy at Barnes & Noble or Target or Walmart. Or actually, if you have Amazon, it's a really good price. And it also Kindle. So I got to self-promote. And then when I look, this is the catch. When I first walk past and they like, you know what I'm saying, looking crazy, the old reaction.
Man.
No, it ain't nothing to talk about now
On the
because you
real.
done did all that, So now it's, now I see the eyes light up. I see the nose flare up. Now I got their attention, so that I checked that person. I humbled that person because for that moment I humbled you because at first you thought I was this and that and that. Because of what? I got tattoos. What? Because what? Because what?
Because what, motherfucker?
Walking while black. What? Why?
Yeah.
What?
On the
But then
real.
when I come at you when I'm intelligent and I'm speaking articulate and I'm using evidence-based research to back up my lived experience, and I come totally different than what you thought I was gonna come, like it throws them off, and I love it. I love to see the nose flares. I love to see the eyes. I love to see, especially the ones that say, "Oh, sure," and they get their phone and they say, "So where is it at again?"
Motherfucker, you just trying to see if I'm telling the truth.
And
But
so when
it's right here, though.
But I already pull it up. I already know,
Yeah.
but I already got it so coded, so I already know the whole plan. Because number one, nothing I'm doing is the traditional way. That movie, I don't have a manager. I don't have an agent. I self-published that book on a mental health tangent because I don't drink anymore. So my outlet was drinking. So instead of drinking, I was in my feelings. I was crying.
Congratulations on that, though. That's dope, though.
Thank you,
Because
bro. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So look, I was crying and I was drinking. Now don't get it fooled. I'm still woman makeup biology. So I'm emotional. You get me? So I stayed up. That book took me 48 hours to write and complete. Just being emotional in my, trying to get it
Letting
together.
it out.
Yeah, doing
Letting it out.
without. I could have ran to the liquor store, grabbed me a shot of Remy. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours later, I could have been in a holding tank or dead because I'm allergic to alcohol. Every time I drink, I break out of handcuffs. So it's
On the
over.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So them 48 hours, I didn't wake up with a hangover. I woke up with a complete project that was ready to be released to the
That's
world.
dope. It's
That's
a
right.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
it's like with that
You know?
example that you're saying right there, it's like I can appreciate that like full circle.
Thank
Because like when I was roughly around 21, you know what I'm saying? I'm already 21, you know what I'm saying? So it's like going towards the ending of the year. I got cracked and I'm in Orange County Jail. You know what I'm saying? Now, and if you normally, you know what I'm saying, me 21, mind you, I'm still like fresh out from other past experiences. You know what I'm saying? And you will probably see a dope fiend. You know what I'm saying? Heroin, now you be like, fuck from over here. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my outlook. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like he was in the same cell with me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like he was an older, you know what I'm saying, blood guy, Damu. You know what I'm saying? Been through the prison systems and all of that shit already, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying, from what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly, you know what I'm saying, part of the BGF.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? I done been there before, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a little visit and then come back. You know what I'm saying? But this time I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? And he sit here and he tell me like old school ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain times of the day, you know what I'm saying, we read, we
Right.
sharpen our brain.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Certain respects, certain manners. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from a guy, you know what I'm saying, that like most would consider, you know what I'm saying, you a dolphin. You in here begging
Gonna
people,
look, yeah, some
you know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying,
look
for
down
peanut
on-
butter and
yeah.
jelly, you know what I'm saying, and coffee, just to men, you know what I'm saying, yo jonesing. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, you know what I'm saying, we sharing the cell. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing you going through your little shit.
Not to
You know what
cut
I'm
you
saying?
off, but can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When Jesus walked the earth, was he with the higher mighty? Was he with the was he with the richest, or was he down here? Was he on
He
Skid
was
Row with
you know what I'm
us?
saying? To the stories, he was with the comic
He was
books.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So what you saying?
But that shit changed my life though.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
with
Because
him.
it's like I walked up in there, I learned a whole lot of different shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming from a person that like
That
most would be
most
like,
was like exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I respect that. You know what I'm saying? All
Exactly.
the way around.
Thank
For
you,
real.
folks, for real.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it take experiences. My thing is another reason why I created
I couldn't
Breaking
even tell you that
Stigmas.
man name though, but shouts out to
Remember
that.
that?
Man.
Yeah.
And whatever you seeing this, Pop, he giving you shout out. So
Man.
you know,
Right.
Definitely.
you know,
Right.
but no, one thing that helped me start breaking stigmas is because I'm totally against injustice. I don't like prejudiceness. I don't like, and when I say prejudice, I'm not being surface. I'm a deep motherfucker. I ain't talking about black and white. I'm talking about prejudice about everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like indifference. I don't like, you know what I mean? Like unfairness. Like I'm a real fair type of person. So, and it got to make sense.
Mhm.
So, you know, with breaking stigmas, I felt like when I first went to, first of all, I feel like only way I ever was introduced to rehab or learning these things, that's going to rehab changed my life. I was fighting a case, 15 years in prison. In the holding tank, one of the girls, like, you know, I'm not gonna judge her or nothing, but yeah, she was like, go to acting. They, you know, this, that, or whatever. They got good food, all this and all that. I don't know nothing about it, you know. So I tell them, I'm like, yo, see if they can send me to acting and get some treatment. But mind you, I'm already fighting all this time. So what happened was, I had the book Just Mercy. I had read this movie Just Mercy. They made a movie about it, and I had read this other book, and something stuck in my head because I had paralegal experience. So I said, I went to court. I said, hey, ask him to consider the mitigating circumstances. He looked at me like, yeah, he told him, and he was like, all right, so it worked, right? So by me doing that, it got me to get in another court to send me to acting. Changed my fucking life. Instead of being in prison for 15 years, I had to do 90-day inpatient. Now, let me let you know this. Even though it's inpatient, the doors are open.
Mhm.
You're in jail, you're still in custody.
But you can walk off. You can mob out.
But you can leave.
yeah.
And a lot of people would leave and run off. You know what I
Violate.
mean? And be looking over their
That's still
shoulder
AWOL
forever.
and shit, though. That's
You know what I'm
still AWOL,
saying?
though.
I didn't want to look over my shoulder forever, get caught, and still have to do the 15. So, and then I had to think about it like this. When we get out of high school, the traditional way is people go off to college, they're away from their family and friends for 3 to 4 months, 90 days.
And that's not even
So-
a long time.
Yeah.
though.
Right.
I love that
So
train of
why
thought,
I
though,
can't?
man.
So why I can't just
Well.
sit here and do this? Is instead of going to prison, and what I'm doing here is teaching me about my illness, my sickness, my disease, because alcoholism
Because
is
you
a
took
disease.
accountability.
Trying to figure out how to
You took
cope.
accountability
How to take
for yours.
accountability, how to learn how to accept stuff. Because once you take accountability and then learn to accept not only your role, but how things are, it's a different type of peace. You see things differently. So I'm not always as angry as I used to be. I also learned that anger is a secondary emotion. So what's the primary source? So, you know what I mean? So
Can you
Let
repeat
me-
that one more time?
anger is a secondary emotion.
Mhm.
So what's the primary source? And anger is not supposed to be judged good or bad. It's how you handle
emotion.
your anger. No, it's how you handle your anger which determines the good consequences or the bad consequences. Because I could be angry, But I could sit here, process how I feel. If it's something I did wrong, I could take accountability, accept it, move on. If I could understand myself and understand you as a person, then I'm like, okay, I could kind of give you a pass. Like,
Empathy.
yeah, empathy, exactly. I can't get mad if you don't know. You know, so I can't get mad if you don't know. So I just, I can't, oh, fuck that nigga. No, it's just like, all right, we'll retouch that later.
Yeah.
When, that's just showing love. That's how it's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be always rah, 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 rah. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
How long did you deal with the alcoholism?
26 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So in the beginning of the 26 years, I didn't know I was becoming a fucking alcoholic.
Right.
I didn't know it was a party.
Right.
We grew up in the 90s. I grew up
real.
in LA. We sliding on Crenshaw Sunday
real.
nights.
On the real.
It's a party every day.
On the
You know what I'm saying?
On
So,
the block. On the block.
Anywhere you go,
Yeah.
it's a party.
Real.
We on Sunset, riding up and down for hours.
Yeah.
So what comes with that? What comes with the clubs? What comes with, you drinking and all this, but also what comes with that? Crime. So now I'm catching the criminal cases for robbery, for all kind of different criminal shit. But because really I'm in survival mode, because I'm staying from room to room. If I get in a relationship, female to female, it's never clicking in my head that I'm aspiring to be a bum. Like it never.
Right.
Those are bum traits. You get what I'm saying? It never clicked in my head that I'm homeless because I always had a couch to sleep on. So once I got to Skid Row and was in I don't know, just treatment. After I went to treatment, I really, really just changed my whole way of thinking because it's like I have to be accountable for myself. I can't keep blaming. Oh, it's my mother's fault. Oh, it's my this fault. It's this. You can't do
that's
that.
that's
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
Yeah, that's real shit though. Because I know people that have that kind of mindset, and it keeps you stuck. You know what I'm saying? You too worried about something that happened in the past. You know what I mean? To where you not moving forward, and then
Now,
it's
I'm not
like
gonna-
everybody moving.
Right, but I'm not going to be dismissive because this is the thing. Mind you, I had to go to treatment to understand how to deal
Right.
with that shit
Because it was more
and
to it.
accept
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But first, before that, I had to stay there to be able to open my ears and embrace it. A lot of people was running off. So for the first 30 days, I kind of felt punished, but I'd rather be punished with going away to college, school of the hard knocks, to learn more about me and how to deal, mindfulness, cognitive thinking, all these different groups, healthy relationships, setting healthy boundaries. You
That
know what I
part.
mean?
That part.
Just, it was very empowering and I loved it. I said, okay. And I looked around, I said, this is how I could serve my community. At the time, we doing AA meetings, CA meetings, NA meetings. So, that it is about being of service. But the thing is, I can't be anonymous. First of all, I got a whole movie from here to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing anonymous about that. I wrote a book. I do interviews. I get paid to speak at universities. Can anything I do be anonymous? I'm a public figure. So I'm not going to sit up here and not discuss alcoholism and how to, free yourself of it. I'm not going to keep that anonymous because that could be not saving another person's life. So I have to talk about these things because I could be saving another person's life. So that's just how I look at it.
Let me ask this question real quick. As far as like the different type of stigmatisms, what'd be the difference, you know what I'm saying, of being oppressed by certain stigmatisms versus being a victim to certain stigmatisms? And before you answer, you know what I'm saying, let me explain that. You know what I'm saying? By being oppressed by the stigmatisms, you know what I'm saying, it's like what's out there. People may look at you as if like the way you dress. Allen Iverson, for example, your braids, association with gangs. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ball player. Being a victim or falling victim to the stigmatism, I'm a product of my environment. There's nothing else outside of this for me. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like you accepting what people are putting on you. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you trying to make that change, you're accepting this. So now it's like, all right, this is what you see. Now I'm just not even oppressed by it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, accustomed to this shit.
I get what you're saying. Like, well, I just feel it's a personal thing for each individual, and things click at different times for each individual. So I'm never the type to like really impose my beliefs on nobody, but I will speak very passionately about how I feel because it's changed my life, and I'm that happy about it. Like out of these 2 years has been the best 2 years out of my life, out the 26 of me having different cars, hanging out with different friends, going here, partying. I had a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, and great experiences. But they don't overshadow these 2 years of non-drinking. So that's just for me. You know what I mean? And I've inspired others not to indulge. Even though we're human and we may make mistakes, we know that we could say, it's okay, man, get back up. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about how many times we fall, it's about how many times we get back up. So I just feel like I can't be out here trying to break stigmas and being a hypocrite. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So for anybody looking at this and saying, well, how she talking about all this and all that, but you got weed, marijuana is medicinal.
That's medicine.
But for me as a founder of a nonprofit organization, yes, I do advocate for marijuana. You know why? Because it'll save a lot of y'all with pain problems.
Facts.
Instead of going to go get them opiates.
Facts.
And you can't get them. So now you need them, and then you getting them off the streets and you die of fentanyl. And then now we all like, I was just with her. Nah, come on. Stop the madness. First of all, this is how I feel. Mental health is the same, should be treated the same thing as physical health. Now, I know this is a little personal, but I don't care because I'm gonna let y'all know this is a lesson.
Yeah, put it
Do
out
your
there.
thing, right?
Oh.
Do your thing.
Like with my here it goes. So I even came, I have a colonoscopy tomorrow. I gotta drink this whole thing or whatever so they could do what they gotta do. You don't gotta be 50, 70, 80 to find out what's wrong with you, because way too
everything.
often, a lot of us we are getting older and people are passing away. So therefore it's like, there's some people passing away at stage 4 cancer. How we didn't know at stage 1?
They ain't doing check.
Why we didn't know at stage 1? So we must do checkups. So yeah, that's the gastrology folder. It's about getting organized with your life. How you know all the Diddy business, but you don't even know who your primary care physician is?
Everything.
Like, that's crazy to me. This is the rheumatologist, if y'all know about anything about that.
Them real
this is the
facts of the
specialist
sentence right there.
And you got an EBT. Every nigga with an EBT card got Medi-Cal. So it's no
So it's no excuse.
No
Yeah.
excuse.
No
You got that-
excuses.
Yeah, on the real.
Vision.
That vision check.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that shit.
Vision check.
Get your toes check. All that shit, man.
Check.
Yep.
Yep. So since Medi-Cal only pays for certain stuff, it's my duty to save if I want implants. I can't say or try to make a protest, y'all should give us infect. Y'all should give us better health care. Y'all should give us implants. No, bitch. Save your money. Find out what be good for what they giving us. It's not the government's duty to do stuff for us. It's our fucking duty. All of this protesting and complaining, and the biggest shit to me that they complaining about is reparations. Because why in the fuck ain't nobody thought about going after Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, these high-level corporations that's what? Made out of 100% cotton. Why we ain't going after them so that all of their millions and billions of dollars ain't shared amongst our ancestors that they're building their companies after? Why the fuck y'all still standing in offices talking about reparations and what the fuck I'm gonna do with a mule? Come on now, update the shit, man. That's why they not listening to us. They listening to everybody else. And not like that, I am not a racist. But undocumented motherfuckers is coming over here, applying for grants, applying for everything, and they're getting everything. And every time I go shopping or in the bank, that's where I see everybody at. I don't see you niggas nowhere. I just don't see you niggas nowhere.
Let me ask y'all a question though, all of y'all though.
Oh, hold on, let's finish. I'm sorry.
Look, if they do give reparations though, would y'all take the reparation?
It depends. We got to read through the contract. It ain't
like actually just represent like shit. We had our cattle. We had our own cattle. We was like self-sufficiency and shit.
That'd be
Like,
40 acres in the Cadillac.
excuse me, hematologist.
Yeah.
word is bomb.
Because you got to know what's going on with you, bro. Dermatologist. Stop playing with me.
That's right, cuz.
I don't care about playing. This is, pain management, which I was treated very poorly the other day. And I definitely called and reported him because he treated me. I was walking in there like a dopehead. No, I'm not asking for pills, sir.
Yeah.
I smoke marijuana for my pain. I'm asking for aquatics therapy. I'm asking for physical therapy. And he was very nasty and rude. And I wish I remembered his name right now. Too much weed. That's the only side effect of weed. You're going to forget sometimes a little bit. But you're going to forget the shit that don't matter. So the way he judged
you, is that like a part of social stigmatism?
It was, let me tell you something. It was part of, I was very much stigmatized. Let me tell you something. There was nothing but a test to me because the way I was getting treated when I was walking out, because I asked him, I said, I was so appalled. I said, is this how you treat all your customers? I mean, all your clients, your patients? He told me, mind you, I never said a word. I'm just the whole time in shock of his behavior. And when I said that, he said, is this how you treat all your doctors? I don't think we're a good fit. I said, okay, but so, we're actually not, and I'm about to trade you, but check this out. It was not even about that. That was a test for me because on my way out, I wanted to knock every one of them fake ass. So how the fuck he get to award of 27? This ain't no good doctor. He ain't no good doctor. Nah, he treated me like what I heard was get back in that field, girl. That's what I heard.
Right.
And I'm not no yes massa ass motherfucker. So instead of knocking your shit over, what you expected me to do, I just made the phone call and reported your bitch ass.
That's the best. That's the best way to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? Versus, all the
podiatry, because our feet matter. Okay, you can't. I think I'm about it, but that's about it. But yeah, so
go ahead now.
That's right. Hey, look, hold on, cause we gonna give you some cheers.
OBGYN, women's health, OBGYN.
OBGYN.
You see the photo pic? I just had 9 fibroids removed.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So also though, with breaking stigmas, it's not just about women. I have a doctor that is willing to conduct and facilitate my men's groups that I'm going to start having.
Okay.
Late December. Late 2024 or whatever. Because my thing is, in the men's community, I'm not a man. I can't come talk to y'all about. It needs to be a man, and in y'all community, I don't really feel that y'all have a healthy outlet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could dig it. We talk about it all the time.
That's why so many people turn to gangs. It's no really healthy outlets. And then the stigma is behind talking about how you feel. In child development, I learned, think about this. If you buy your 2-year-old, 3-year-old daughter a bike and your 3-year-old boy a bike, your daughter fall off, you're going to say, oh, baby, what's the matter? Oh, you got a boo-boo. Let me put a Band-Aid on it. You're going to kiss her, hold her. Mm-hmm. Your boy fall off. Oh, man, shake it off. Get up, shake it off. So from early age, they already programmed like that. So women get mad. Women talk early. Men are so don't have no emotion. Well,
it's a stigma on that there.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like, what you doing crying? Da 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 da. But then they get older, and you're like, he got no emotion. I don't know how he feels. Blah blah.
But you don't think that's
right?
Time out. Don't you think that's a stigma right there put on a young man? You know what I'm saying? And even the young girl, because it's like if the boy fall. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that's the truth.
You come up and be like, oh, baby, get up.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
No, look, stuck on stigma for the day. You know what I mean?
Well, that ain't a stigma, brother.
But if you go up, you know what I'm saying, and you pity pat the boy, you know what I'm saying, be like, oh, get up, baby boy, what up? And he get up and he be all like soft and prissy and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you look the other way.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't think it's like just like, no, we teaching them, you know what I'm saying, just to be
strong. Tell Tell him how it works.
Look, hear me out though.
It ain't
You know
been
what I'm
working. If you've been seeing the TV nowadays, it ain't been working.
Well, hold on.
It's like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Now that's a stigma. It ain't like that with me. You know what I'm saying? Because my
Exactly.
pops
We
did
cut
the
from a
same
different
shit with
cloth.
me. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like, I still have empathy for the next. You know what I'm saying? I can still look and see where the next come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just judge you based off of certain.
Bro, you're
your
not gonna
appearance.
turn my word around on me, bro.
It's not. No,
No.
it's not that
I
I'm
feel
turning
like
it
I
around.
feel
I'm
like-
just saying that may just be like something like a bad example. You know what I'm
It's
saying? Because
not, though.
that's a very fine line. That's
I
a
wanna,
very fine
I'm
line.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it is because like how he's like I feel like how he's saying even if you in the household you're like oh you know you give that boy that love in the world he's still gonna get that why is he acting prissy type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
just
a
like
very fine line.
It's almost a very
I
fine
get
line, and
you,
I
but
feel
nowadays,
like that's why it's
motherfuckers
important to have both parents in the house so you can get
Absolutely.
both. You know
Absolutely.
both. You know when the
Look.
dad is like can
Look,
be
hold
hard
on,
on you,
hold on.
but-
Talking about, I'm finna open up with y'all, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like the best way to smoke. No, real talk though. I only have one child.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? My daughter. You know what I'm saying? But having her come up, I flip that shit. She fall off her bike. Like, man, get up, home, girl. Like, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? What's your
right,
problem?
right.
Look, you know what I mean? Get up. What up, Dad? How you doing, Dad? You know what I'm saying? All bullshit to the side. Right now, my baby is like tough. UFC tough, ready to get up in the octagon and to beat your ass tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that comes from me. I didn't prissy my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put her in dresses. My baby, you know what I'm saying? I can go back when she young. She got tennis shoes and shit on. You know what I'm saying?
But
no
you
dresses
the
or
dad,
nothing.
though, I'm
but
pretty sure-
Look how that stigma came and hit her. I'm teaching you boyish ways, you know what I'm saying? So now you done left away from, you know what I'm saying, whatever may be girly about you. You know what I'm saying? You see how that's like a fine line? Imagine if that's your boy.
Does she not have both though?
Yeah, she does. Like she does have both. You know what I'm saying? But I'm teaching
Nah,
you
bro,
manly
you went
shit.
off topic, bro. You turned the stigma around.
It ain't off topic.
I
You
feel
turned
like
it around.
That ain't that topic because if
I
you make that boy prissy, be like, oh, get up, baby boy, with the whoop whoop.
No,
and you
I'm not
keep
saying
carrying
to
on
do
with
him like that. No,
that
I'm not-
nigga is going to
no,
be a
she's not-
Joanna
I'm
man.
No, she's saying like
No,
just
no.
still being able to have the.
I raise boys. Look, I raise
emotion
boys. And what I do is, I'm not about to.
The emotion is still there.
Listen,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
guess what? And I still hug my baby. I still hug him. I pick him. I hug him. I kiss him. I say, all right, did you hurt yourself? You cool? You straight? All right.
still-
Now get back
Having
on the
both,
bike.
though.
That's
Having
it.
both.
I can still. That's where y'all
but
y'all
a
lack
man can
love.
do that. A man
Men
can do
lack
that
love.
too,
That's
though.
the reason why. Listen,
you gotta be
women are not
reprogrammed.
loving. Women are not loving men properly because men are not loving women properly.
With my
Period.
grandson. You know what I'm saying?
No, that part
look,
right
look,
there
with
is
my
real.
grandson, it's not no, oh, get up, boy, you know what I'm saying? You tough. You know what I'm saying? You done fell down. You all right? You good? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm straight. All right, now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Dust that off. You know what I'm saying? We made sure you straight. I'm showing that love and that compassion. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
It's
That's
other
that
areas in
balance,
his
though.
life that you are. That's just an example, Brody. But it's
And I
other
told you he was
examples in his
63.
life.
We just used the
But hold up,
examples.
question: Did
Told you he was 63.
your daughter have both parents?
Yeah.
I feel like that's important. I have both parents. My dad is very much the same.
But my
way.
wife tough as a motherfucker too, though.
But it's
so
my mom is too.
Right,
my mom
right.
is too. My mom her like survival comes first and her softness comes after.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
and I feel like my dad has to bring that out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like cuz especially having girls, your mom's going to be on your shit more than dad kind of.
Yup, dad gonna
But
be like, baby.
dad had mean sisters out there changing tires, showing how to
Oh,
check
yeah.
for oil,
Oh, yeah.
showing how to like basic
Oh, yeah.
carpentry shit that a man couldn't impress us with. Cause so we can be
Yeah.
independent
My stepfather was
and
from the
have
Air
that
Force.
toughness. Cause I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, what up,
Yeah.
Dad? Like same thing. Like
My dad was in the Air Force. We'll be in there
have you
taking that,
survival ready.
taking apart guns. He's showing me what bullets go in
Are
what
we-
guns.
Are we not?
that's,
such a
I believe
thing?
that's
You know what I'm saying?
fundamental.
But he-
It is.
That right there, I believe
It
that
is.
is.
But my mom,
Strongly fundamental.
my mom would walk in and Quentin, like
My
but
babies.
he taught me because I'm the only girl out of 4 kids. I got 3 brothers, but I'm the oldest.
You may
But
say I'm wrong again too, but
she-
that's a stigma
she
right
want-
there.
she
Why
want
not
me
teach
to-
your baby girl how to be?
Because she wants me to be
Stigmatism.
feminine. She wants me to be feminine, and it's like the thing is, Gender don't play a role when it comes to protecting yourself and safety.
Not at all.
So therefore, I felt he was doing the proper thing by showing me these certain things, having an earthquake kit, having certain things. He was from the Army. He knew what to do. So I use those same tools and tactics to this day. You get what I'm saying? Like, but my mom, she didn't understand that that's what he was teaching me. She thinking we playing with guns. You know what I mean? But and the thing is, he loved to go hunting. My father have 1,000,000 guns. He just buy guns.
So you think, you know what I'm saying? You think it's cool, you know what I'm saying, for like black parents, you know what I'm saying, in a controlled environment and like legally, you know what I'm saying, teach the
I don't care what the skin complexion, ethnicity, race, creed, color, background.
It's stigmatism.
I don't care what
like
that is.
Black folks
I feel like as a human fucking being.
No, clip this part though. Every time he said it, clip it.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I feel like
it's all alluding to the same thing.
I forgot your question.
I'm sorry.
It don't matter who you is. You need to have protect how to protect your goddamn self.
Look, it's a stigma. However you want to phrase it.
I'm a whole stigma. When I walk by and they look at me with my tattoos,
listen to me.
Like I told you, I pull out the book and I do a double take because I reformed. I'm reformed. So I don't want to slap the shit out of nobody with the funky looks and the way people talk to you today is fucked up too.
On the real.
And it be like, who the fuck are you talking? And that hand be itching. I swear. So instead of that, now I have something to hold on to, and I say it changes my attitude. I say, well, I'm a self-published author, and I just was wondering if, and they be like, oh, really? I'm like, and it's in Barnes and Noble. That's how you get them. That's how you get them. And then they say, oh, really?
Barnes
and then
and Noble.
Yeah, how you get in Barnes and Noble? Yeah, so then they nose flare up, their eyes get big. Now I got their attention. Now I'm walking away like, you sucker. Like, because they, rather they buy the book, I don't give a fuck. But I'm just like, you just played yourself.
Right.
Because you didn't treat me with kindness off top. And you thought I was who I am in the inside and who I used to be. But I'm not that today. I'm not gonna show you that right now.
I got a question.
Being treated with kindness is an automatic giving. It's supposed to be an automatic giving.
Let me see.
Treating somebody
with only thing automatic is what God said. Love your neighbor. Treat those as you want to be treated. Period. If you don't want to be fucked over, why are you going around fucking over people then?
In the context of what you said and what she said, yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of it's an unwritten rule. Yeah, you're supposed to. Just like the shit that don't happen today that with Granny and whoop our ass with. Excuse me, may I, thank you, please. It's not used today. So therefore, that needs to come on now, like. What the fuck?
I don't know. For me, traveling and shit like that, like I have to say shit. That's really here in California.
That's only really here in California because Atlanta give the best Southern hospitality. Oh, they get it.
By everybody, not just black folks,
not
white
just black folks. You go
Spanish,
walk in anywhere. Hey,
yeah.
I love Atlanta for that.
Like us with the uncles and aunties, we say Uncle Woo Woo,
right?
Yeah. Auntie Woo Woo. That's how we talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we talk, yeah.
On the real. Look, but I got a question though. How do you think mental health education can be integrated into schools and workplaces to promote awareness and understanding?
I feel like all the employees first and everybody in position need to go take a motherfucking evaluation and first. Right. If they're going to be in the hands of the people that's vulnerable. And then I think they need to take some classes so they could break the stigmas of what is mental health. Because how you going to talk about something that's profiling, that's discrimination. You can't just do, I feel it's too many people in high positions making decisions for people that ain't never even walked this walk. So it like they say, it starts at the home. If I send my kid to school, I expect that teacher and that school, what they say at a job, leave that shit at the door. Yep. I expect y'all to leave that shit at the door.
On the real.
You know what I mean? And then as adults, if we promote that, then the children will learn. We won't keep traumatizing them because they're sponges. They only seeing what we putting out. They don't know. They ain't been our age before, but we been their age before.
Yeah. But I even
got a question.
hold on, look, even back to what we was talking about, like with the kids though. You know, like with a boy, I believe a father should be able, like the son fall down. It could be the, get up though, but you could still be
Of
like
course.
nurturing.
Of course.
That's part
Not
of
so
the
harsh.
mental health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For a kid though, because you teaching the
Because
kid.
you traumatizing them when you being harsh.
Right.
Now they don't know how to express. Now when they feel some type of way, they don't. They holding in. So for years they holding in, and then they find an unhealthy outlet, whether it be women, whether it be the homies, whether it be getting money,
Drinking, getting high, getting whatever the case may be.
it don't matter.
Something like as far as this, it's like if you meeting somebody fresh, new in the world, you know what I'm saying, and they actually come at you with compassion,
Yeah.
kindness,
Yeah.
you can kind of feel that, right?
Yeah.
Bam. With the young fella, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're using the mental stuff, in my opinion, a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Because if you coming at that young fella, you know what I'm saying, with true compassion as a father, male figure, however it's going to be. It can be uncle, bigger brother, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that little one is going to feel the kindness, the love,
Absolutely.
or whatever it is.
That's why all the babies
within
love me.
those true intentions. Listen,
Exactly.
within those true intentions.
Right.
So when I go to you and tell you, like, you all right? You cool?
Yeah.
I may be hurt. All right, let's get this straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
While I'm getting this straight, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
we
of
on
course.
this side of the spectrum.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We getting this shit
You still
straight.
checking to make
You know
sure
what I'm
he's
saying?
okay.
I'm showing that
That's the
compassion,
main
this, that, and
point.
the other. But look, and I'm not taking it away to where it's like where a mental problem may start. If you coming at this shit with ill intent,
Right.
you not right within yourself.
Right.
Get your little ass up,
Yeah,
nigga.
right. Exactly. That's my point
You know what
right
I'm saying?
there.
That's why I'm saying
That's my
a
point
thin
right
line.
there.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
that's a great point. But that's
A lot
what
of
we
niggas
used to.
like that.
But that's
Hell
what we used to
yeah.
hearing.
A lot of niggas is like that
That's what we used to
everywhere.
hearing. But that's a great point. And that's where mental health come in at, and childhood trauma. If you always used to being yelled at and everything mistake, it causes some children don't know how to healthy outlet. They, if you see some kids are jumpy because they either getting whooped on too much, yelled at too much. Some kids is yellers. Like, I'm a hollerer. My mother's a hollerer. All she did was holler. She's a hollerer. I'm not downplaying her, but I'm just speaking the truth. She's a hollerer.
Yeah.
You know
Me,
what
I
I'm
like
saying?
to look at the good side of things. What if you just speak with passion?
So listen, I had to relearn,
Sometimes that's what it
I had to
is. Like,
unlearn some of these toxic behaviors that I learned growing up. So now as an adult, I talk with more compassion. I am slower with, how I feel. I'm not just rah, 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 rah. And another thing, I ain't drunk. So I'm clear-minded. I know exactly what the fuck is going on. I know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. I was in treatment, so I am able to process what I'm feeling so that when I speak to you, I'm being assertive. I'm not being passive aggressive. I'm not being aggressive. Because if I come at you aggressive, that's going to cause conflict. We need conflict resolution. We need to understand each other.
agree.
So I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm gonna be assertive so that I don't discredit your concerns and I don't discredit mine. We both have a point, but I'm gonna assert my needs from you or about the situation in a mature manner. I'm not gonna hold it in, let it fester, and then misplace
Explode.
it. Yeah, that's weak. Get down where you matter. If you feel something, hey, look, let me put you to the side. Let's talk about it later. Hey, and then using I statements. I feel, because if I start off, you gonna be on defense.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
let me
mean?
ask you a question. What if somebody is not with that? Like they not taking to it what you said?
That's why I'm in jail. That's why I'm not in jail, but that's why I went to jail. That's why I went to jail. I'm still on paperwork. I got court on Monday.
Right.
That's why I went to jail. And then let me tell you this. I'm fresh out of, like you said, that one rehab, it didn't just take one time.
Right.
There was no one quick fix. Look, check this out. So I'm all happy. I'm like, I done learned some new shit. I'm about to go, So I applied for a little grant for my catering service. We was about to host
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. Bought the little have my certificate, street vendor, all that, right?
Right.
Ordered a lot of stuff, right? I ordered me like that VR with the whole headset thing. That's, I posted it on Facebook. My little cousin said she wanted one. I said, cool, I'll buy you one if you come here and help me sell food for the Super Bowl. She's like, bet. I'm like, all right, cool. I ordered it February 25th. I ordered it January 25th. We talked February 5th. I'm like, damn, that package ain't still here. They said 2-day delivery. I called the people. They said, oh yeah, we been brought it on the 27th. Oh, okay, send the guy who brought it. They sent the guy who brought it. I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, your son signed for it. My neighbors, right? So this whole time they stealing from me. And then when I try to use the fucking skills they taught me, instead of going over there hot, like give me my shit, I said, nah, I'm gonna wait a while. Okay. And I went over there the next day, calm, peaceful.
Right.
I said, hey, your brother's been stealing from me. We both on Section 8. I don't want to report him because your children live here and that'll cause problems for you. So could you just retrieve my items, please? She was ghetto with me. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, so y'all think y'all came up off of me? Okay. So then, the whole day we arguing. But he's like, it's a lot to that. I'm gonna skip. Bottom line is, I told her, I'm asking you politely because he's gonna bring problems to where you and your children lay at for what he did to me. I went outside later on that night to go get some cigarettes.
Right.
They jumped on me, beat on me, right? PTSD. I lost it. Set that bitch truck on fire. And I didn't use no gasoline. I used a Remy bottle. I could speak on it because this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I put the shit on fire. The bitch didn't believe me. My thing is, y'all so bold to come jump and beat on me. Why you ain't come stop me from putting your shit on fire? But because before that, I took some golf clubs and bust out all the fucking windows.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't come and get me to stop me because y'all know y'all was wrong in what y'all did. And now I done went haywire.
Yeah.
So my thing with that is like,
But they called the police on you?
then they called the police. So
Yeah,
my
see,
thing, that
that's
snitch
what
I'm-
shit,
Right.
snitch shit don't matter because her ass, they was supposed to be like, no, it wasn't her. We'll get her when she get out. They was in the courtroom pointing, say it was her. So I said, all right, they still live there. We still live there, but they know not to fuck with me no more. But because when they see me, they head immediately, you know what I'm saying? Start looking for the Superman and shit, the birds, you know what I'm saying? They looking for everything else they don't want to see. Cause I'm like, this don't leave me.
So they
leave me
charged
alone.
you. They charged you with everything.
I got charged with I got charged with 2 arsons, criminal theft, and criminal damage, and I already got a strike. But the thing is, 2 arsons because the car was so hot that it melted the blinds on the building structure right there. So 2 arsons, criminal damage. And the cold thing is, my bail was $250,000. And the first lady came to see me. I'm trying to explain to her, and she like, we're gonna recommend mental health diversion. She thinks she's a part of a award-winning film. The lady come back, she like, but she is though, because we did win 2 awards, one in Spain and one in Germany.
Right.
6-time nominated. So what are you talking about? So the lady fought for me, and a judge, he said, you survived Skid Row? I'm like, yes. He like, you started a nonprofit? I'm like, yes. He like, tell me about it. So I told him, it's called Breaking Stigmas Treatment Operation. My goal is to break the stigmas in our community that have plagued our community, a lot of these social and economic issues that have plagued our communities, and offer resources, so I can help fix our community.
Right.
Part of that is helping people find their purpose again, finding their worth, because it's too many people in high places that feel that it's one pill fix all, or everybody really needs their own individual care.
Gang Girls is the nonprofit, right?
Cater, yeah.
Game Girls is the nonprofit, right?
No, Breaking Stigmas is
Breaking
the,
Stigmas is the nonprofit.
yes, Breaking Stigmas .org. That's what they could look up.
BreakingStigma.org is the
Yeah.
nonprofit.
So I said, nah, I need to be in there so I could treat people right, because when I was going to group, we'll be in there, the teacher asked something, nobody would comment. I'm looking around like, bitch, I don't want to be here either, but we not going to sit here and stare at the walls for 45 minutes. Let's talk. We got to talk. So answer the questions. She asking you a question, why you ain't answering it? So I answer. So I'm actively participating. Now they telling me you come to group today, because now everybody else is like, and yeah, and I got something to say too. So I'm getting people riled up to be able to speak. So the time is going by, but they don't even know they healing. They healing.
It takes one person to speak.
They healing. You rejecting the medicine, but you hear. So now they
Close
they
to the mic, cause
my bad. So now they constantly at the groups. So I said I could do this. Let me do this, because they don't respect the people that sit behind the desk, because the clinicians, because they never walk, they don't know what's going on, you know?
Right.
But when I'm around, they open up to me, they sending me inboxes, DMs. I've had way more support than strangers than like people that I actually know.
And you
know?
will.
You know,
And
and
you
I mean that's
will.
how it goes. So I'm not
Right.
I'm not saying that in a negative or complaining way, but it was just amazing, like
Right.
that I could be able to touch people like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just like, all right, because that's the thing, we got to break stigmas. Like people, all these IT techs, they just lost their job to AI. How they gonna pay their job? They big ass house, they Lamborghinis, and how they gonna keep with their stock market? They gotta how they gonna deal with? They don't
A
know
lot
how
of
to
accountants lost their job too.
exactly AI. So how they gonna deal with stuff we already, been trying to climb up out of? So it's I don't know. It's just it's a war on drugs. It's a war on stigmas. And people need to humble themselves for
Facts.
real.
How long were you on Skid Row? How long did you live out there?
All right, so this the cold part. I went to go look for a job at one of the buildings they was having down there, because I know if you get a leasing job, you get an apartment for free.
Right.
I was staying at my cousin's house. In my head, I'm not homeless.
Right.
So while I'm walking down there after the job interview, I'm stigmatizing people. I'm like, ugh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The lady tapped me on my shoulder. I'm like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm like, and then the light changed where I was about to go. Something in my head said, stop and see what she wanted to say and apologize. I turned around, I said, I apologize for my attitude. What were you saying? She said, well, we're helping people get into housing. Would you like to get into housing? I said, yes. She said, walk over here with me to the office, fill out a few paperwork. 3 months later, I was in my unit. It was a very, very nice unit. From there, I got my Section 8 voucher, moved to Leimert Park. And then and then I've been working on my credit because I want to become a first-time homeowner.
Yeah.
And so through my nonprofit organization, the building will be open up soon, but I will be providing resources because I want to change the narrative. I want to help people with financial literacy and with their credit, and to understand life ain't about waiting on a Section 8 list. When you could get your credit together, do things a certain
on
way,
the real.
and become a first-time home buyer.
On the real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's change the narrative.
Some people
like,
be hey, look, I believe that's a mental illness, because you get people that get on the Section 8 and they don't want to advance themselves at their job or whatever because I don't want to lose my Section 8.
I
Well,
go
look
through
at-
so much of that right now. I go through so much of that, even with the Section 8 building, because
Wouldn't that
my
just be
work
laziness?
It's
My-
all
That's
the
a part of
above.
it.
So
Yeah.
listen, my workers have been treating me like shit. I'm just a poor nigga on Section 8. And I gotta remind them, like, how am I? First of all, I'm disabled. Okay? I do get SSI. So what, I don't care if anybody know, whatever. Yes, I do. So basically, if I work, I ain't supposed to work no more than 20 hours. Secondly, bitch, I just told you I'm a self-published author. I get paid for my quarterly sales, book sales. So
Work
I
smarter, not harder.
yeah. So I'm not lazy. I'm at home using my brain. Fuck you talking about? Not only that, I get called, I get invited to do guest speaking at universities. Just like these rappers go on tour. Yeah, I'm putting together a college tour as well because I've been speaking at Cal Arts, Occidental College, Cal State.
Yeah.
I got checks
that sound like a person that's growing. With
I got
it, you know?
I got checks.
That's not being lazy with it. You
I
know,
got
because
checks
you're not
coming to my
competent with
name.
staying there.
Thank you. I got checks coming to my name from these colleges, and it ain't financial aid, dog.
Yeah.
It's payable to who?
It's like
so
that
how
right
the fuck
there,
am
you know
I
what I'm saying?
lazy?
You'll outgrow Section 8. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Exactly.
you wouldn't
So
even
quit
need it.
putting me down. That's a stigma you holding, and I don't like
I'm
that
not
shit.
holding no stigma to you.
No, not you, boo. I'm just saying the people. I'm agreeing with you.
That's the mental health issue that.
Right.
Struck up.
That's the structure.
You good, Junior? You
No,
good,
but
Junior?
like,
But that, yeah, my bad.
no, you're go ahead.
Yeah, no, but that's what I was saying is that they're stigmatizing me, saying I'm a lazy nigga on Section 8 while I'm at home. I'm writing a book. I'm working on my second and third book now. I'm doing guest speakings. You know what I mean? In July.
That's something me and Cuzzo talk about a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I would like not to bring up old shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how you say like you was fresh out at a point in time in life and you actually use like GR, the programs and shit that they have to get your license and shit like
The
that.
county,
But look, listen to me though. Like listen to me. Just like what you're saying, that success is not like smiled upon. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
it's
They're gonna just keep on like putting out there the lazy motherfucker that like I got the
Exactly.
Section 8 and I'm there.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that you doing things that you have done. You know what I'm
But hold
saying?
on,
It's
it ain't-
not
it
it's not
ain't-
shared like that.
It's not smiled upon from who though?
The people who set these stigmatizing
The people on their high
stigmanias,
I'll tell you like
horse.
this. I'll tell you
People
like
on their high
that.
motherfucking
It's black people, white people, and Mexicans. Because period. Boy, I'm not
It's a societal
racist.
thing.
I'm not racist. I'm not. Are you Hispanic descent?
I'm of mixed race.
You're mixed.
She
Okay,
black.
so please don't take
Black
offense
too.
to this.
I'm not
Because I'm talking about my own people
I'm a
too.
Spanish
Right.
descent.
Yeah,
But the
he's Spanish
thing is
descent
this.
too,
Yeah,
This the thing.
The
Listen,
real shit though.
nobody like a smart nigga.
Why not?
man.
Because they want you to be possessed by this music, this dead culture, all of this bullshit.
So that's the people
because
on the high horses.
The high
the
motherfucking
high
horse.
horses.
People who's setting the stigma.
Exactly.
Who's going through stigma.
Let me tell you something. These we in Los Angeles, which is actually Mexico, because these and I'm not racist, but these Hispanics is treating
that's a
us like
fact.
shit.
Goes back.
Because the white people is treating them better than they treat us, so they feel
How do we
they could
treat ourselves, though?
that. Thank you. Let me get to that. And the reason why is because when I look around, I get mad when you treat me like that. But then I look around and I say, damn, the only reason why she treated me like that is because look at how we treating us.
Look, watch. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's a sidebar destructo. I've been watching a whole lot of National Geographic lately. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching, you know what I'm saying, a Pride of Lions.
Right.
Within this Pride of Lions, you know what I'm saying? Real shit though, because this it pertains to this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a fuck up in there and these lions fighting amongst each other.
Right.
These hyenas around, you know what I'm saying? They got aware of this shit. Like, oh, they weak within. Don't you know them hyenas came in and took over whatever those lions had?
Yep.
Just off of that one little fight that this lion pride had. You know what I'm
That
saying?
sound like black and brown to me, because ain't
Bring
no
this
black
shit over
and
here
brown.
and
It's
be
the
human
browns
with it. You know what
and the
I'm saying?
browns, and it's the blacks and then it's the niggas.
Look, watch this though. As much as game and good information that you spilling right now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers will probably see our video and be like,
I bet you, that's what they, look, check this out. I'm the female Charleston White. This ain't no Gilly or none of that. You feel me?
No Gilly.
I tell people at my house, get out my house, this ain't no Gilly and Wallow show. Boy, this is a Charleston White house. This is what we stand on.
Speak
So
hard
I don't
facts.
give a fuck. This and hello, I'm not in character. This the real me. I do this every day. I've been doing this all my life. This really me out here in South Central Los Angeles. I done went to Dallas by myself to be with Charleston White and Dewberry, all them, that new movie. They got a wrong address. Whether I'm in it or not, I don't give a fuck. I got my own movie already anyway. I got my own platform. I'm not trying to get on. I'm already on. It's about who fucking with me. They not like us. They not like us. It's period.
They not like everything. Everything.
Stop playing with me. Like it's too much. It's too much knowledge up here. Like, and I'm not in rehab. I taught too not to be a people pleaser. I learned how to step in my essence. I learned how to become the CEO of my life. I learned how to stand firm in my beliefs and stand firm. And I also learned how to listen, effectively listen.
Is there anything that you wish people understood better about mental health?
That it does not discriminate. And we all got it because mental health is the same thing as physical health. If your physical ain't together, your mental ain't together, period. So last year I threw a basketball game for Mental Health Awareness Month because I believe good physical health promotes great mental health. Right. You know what I mean? And it's also a great healthy outlet. Like when I'm mad sometimes, I'll go to the batting cage right there on 120th and Western. It's been there forever. I'll go right there,
I've been there as a kid.
Yeah, I go there, and I play football. I am NFL alumni for playing with women's professional football. So practice was fun. Like I like that.
What position you play?
Running back and then special teams on kicker.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
You wasn't fast, cuzzo.
I know, but I was, and I was living with my coaches. My coaches.
You about to say I know.
No, let me tell you, I was fast. And my number was 7. Look, I was cold. Look, well, I could have been cold. Look, my coaches, they saw it. My coaches, they saw it. But like, I mean, it was fun. It was an experience. I just think that ain't for me.
Yeah.
How was that though? You know what I'm saying? How was that time? How was that time? You know what I'm saying? Them practices and shit like that. How was that? You had juice.
I loved it. Nah, look, I loved it because you can't really get me to. I'm not going. So I be like, man, my friend called me all the time. I'm going to the gym. Fuck the gym, bitch. I'm not going. But going to practice gave me the opportunity for me to exercise. Yeah. So I like that.
You think because it's more interaction than just like going to the gym?
No, it just was simply the fact I got an opportunity to exercise. And then, but it was part of...
Y'all was padded up too, though?
But the perk, yeah. So the perk is game day, I get to suit up. Oh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I get to be fly, you feel me, with my... You know what I'm saying? Like, it was... And I liked it. It was fun. But when we got in the classroom, all practice ain't just on the field. No, we got to go to the classroom. Yeah. We got to know certain plays. We got to follow certain. And it's like, it take a lot of dedication and hard work with football. You know what I'm saying? It's not, that ain't. And I made the mistake one time this was my last game, I think, I'm not sure. I made a mistake by going out to the field because I was selling fully loaded baked potatoes to raise money for the team and all that shit too. But
getting people chunky, healthy.
Yeah. So the game was about to start, and I was gonna go home and get more. The coach told me go home and get more. She was a lady coach. I love my coaches. Her husband was the other coach. I love him. The kids, man, I had a good team. So I was supposed to go home and get more potatoes, but I said, nah, I want to play. So I go out there, I go to kickoff. I'm in kickoff. I didn't stretch. Nigga, I made it like halfway, and my legs locked up on me.
Start doing stanky leg.
No, I fell. They had to carry me off the field. I'm like, that was so embarrassing. I was like, I had to use this roller to get that shit off my leg.
It was a knot. It was like,
oh man, it hurts. That was the worst pain ever. So, but I just like the
both of them motherfuckers.
Both of them. Oh my God.
Oh my man.
And then another time, let me tell you, my coaches, they think they cold. I know what they did. See, we had MVP player P. Priscilla, she dope. She they put me on DB to stop her. Man, she trucked me. I said, oh no. I don't want to do this no more. I was sore for like 2-3 weeks. I said, oh no.
Look, take us through that shit though. Take us through it though.
All right.
You know
We
what
gotta
I'm
line up. I'm on this side.
saying? Yeah.
Quarterback, and then P. She get the ball. Now I'm supposed to go through here, cut through here, and sack her, break her.
Right.
At least
Yeah.
tackle,
Yeah.
at least pinch the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that motherfucker trucked over
She
me.
wanna sap you, huh?
But she's so she this is what she do. That's what they do. They
Did
like
you go
this.
down like this? Or did you go down like this though?
Yeah,
You know
I went
what I'm
down.
saying?
I went down. She trucked me. I went down and she kept running.
Oh,
it wasn't no
yeah,
stop.
Yeah.
I got trucked. nigga. And I was bruised for like I was like, all right, this
That was the last game?
for me probably, but I don't remember. But I
Yeah,
just
no more.
remember.
He said,
That was for practice. That was practice. That was practice.
okay.
You know, yeah, but I stayed with the team because we traveled. We traveled to San Diego. We played them. We traveled to Vegas and played them. You know, it's a really good league.
Yeah.
I had fun. I had a whole lot of fun, and from me making that decision, then I now am an NFL alumni.
That's dope. That's dope. So look, a young person dealing with mental illness, like dealing with it, you know what I mean? What would be your suggestion for them to try to figure out a way up out of it?
Not
or a
to
way
feel
to cope
shame.
with it?
Not to feel shame. Don't let nobody shame you, man. Anybody,
That part.
you don't shame people. If you got the energy to shame somebody, then you should have the energy to offer them assistance or a solution or something. Because if you shaming them, you know that there's a problem. So if it's a problem, nigga, offer a fucking solution. Like, what are you going to be a part of the problem or part of the solution? So for a young person, I would say find a safe space or seek professional help to help you get through it. Don't talk to your friends and people that's unexperienced and don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? We want to tell you what they do. That's what they do. You got to find out what's best to work out for you. And be open. Don't be ashamed. Like it's nothing wrong. Nothing's wrong with you. Like it's an invisible disability, but like it's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing wrong. You don't. You just at this point, we all need to be seeking mental health options. Because people are going crazy today. There's no more customer service at customer service. They just treated my auntie real crazy at Starbucks when we went just now. He could have got his ass kicked had we been the old people we was. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people need to stop stigmatizing mental health and acting like it's a mental health people. It's not a mental health people. It don't discriminate. That's like saying AIDS or something like that. You know the stigma growing up when it was like, oh no, you got AIDS. Okay. It's like, oh no, you got mental health. It's like, just stop doing that shit, bro. Because you do that shit to me, you might just get knocked the fuck out. I'm just being serious. I'm not all the way healed. I'm healing.
On the real.
Okay?
It's a process.
And yes, it's a process. And it's only so many dirty looks a motherfucker could take. Or so much bumping into and not saying, excuse me, a motherfucker could take. Or dirty looks and all that shit. I'm not with none of that, bro. Like,
I got a question.
Yeah.
And it's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not downing, you know what I'm saying, like going to go seek professional help. Do you believe somebody else can tell you more about yourself than your own self?
Now, back to that. No. But listen to this. Yes. That's because listen to this. When I first went to rehab, the first 30 days, I hated it. I had to get adjusted. But I was like, damn, the doors is open. But if I leave, it's going to ruin my life. So I might as well stay. You know what I'm saying? So I was upset, but I had to get adjusted. I had to stay. So since I got to stay, let me find out, open up these books and see what they talking about. Now I'm the facilitator. They like, hold on, give somebody else a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm excited about the shit that I'm learning. And I just hate that I had to go to jail in order to obtain those type of services. So my counselors, they weren't imposing any type of belief on me. They were helping me to see the errors in my own life from my own choices and decisions that I've made.
Pretty much sharing
prior
opinions
on.
to make you like more self-aware.
Yes, like you know, with their profession, you can't knock they. It's ways that they do shit. There's questions that they ask.
Most definitely.
Like
And-
opening
and-
up
Most
your
definitely.
mind.
I am not taking
yeah.
away
Opening up
none
your
of
mind a
that.
little bit.
Yeah. And it's this one group called MRT, and it's like any class. All right, give me the homework. I'm gonna go do it. Here it go. Nah, bro. MRT, you gotta climb these 12 ladders. It's not 12 step mixed with AA. MRT is separate, but you gotta climb out. You gotta free yourself of that mental prison. So it's 12 steps on the ladder. Each step is a module, so that you have to work on with yourself. And once you ready to turn it in, you have to present to your peers. Then after that, you got to step out the room and they got to decide, was your ass telling the fucking truth or was you just saying some shit to blow smoke?
See, and still at the end of the day, it all still lies
Nah,
on self.
nigga, nah,
That's
look,
you. If you
yes,
decide to
sorry.
tell the truth or if you decide to lie, that's you.
Right, but
Even when
listen,
she
but
decided
you
to open that
can't.
book.
You can't because I failed the first test. I told you I tried to just think I could just do it and turn it in. No, nigga.
So you wasn't truthful with yourself.
I
then.
was, but I didn't catch that until I didn't pass and I had to go redo it. When my the person told me you didn't redo the project.
Because at
It's
that time, you know what I'm
because-
saying, you actually wasn't ready. If you're going to actually go
Exactly.
through there and skip, you know what I'm saying, it's a self
It's not
thing.
about skipping. It's about just you thinking it's a regular workbook and that you answering questions. You not knowing
Close to the mic,
that
cuz
you not knowing
Yeah, 'cause
that.
it's
Oh,
on
my
the-
bad, my bad. You not knowing that this is psychological people, bro, that do
Most
stuff for our
definitely.
minds that we don't know because we not educated at the part of the field. But in this book, you think you just being real with yourself, and you really the fuck not. Okay, you really the fuck not. And I'm telling you from experience. Because
So with that right there,
on my-
somebody else told you that, you
It's
know what I'm
not no
saying, like from what
somebody
you
else.
expressed, like this is not sufficient
It was.
enough.
It's not that. My mama did that when I had to write a book report in 6th grade about Madam C.J. Walker. I didn't do it, and she found out. She threw it away and made me write it. It's not like that. What this is if we having a meeting right now, and we have to go be truthful about something, and you come back, we'll be able to tell. You'll tell if this nigga lying. You'll tell if you could tell somebody bullshitting you just to get through. That's life. When you on drugs and alcohol, you scheming and scamming, you doing whatever just to get by, just to get through. So in this book, you have to really, I cried, my
Like
nigga,
dig deep,
because I
yeah.
had to really understand, look in the mirror and talk about it and really go through it and then present. And then I passed.
So in the beginning, it was more so about not really understanding it. And then when you got it and did it the second time, it was like,
Because it wasn't about passing, it was about me
right,
healing. So
digging deep.
freeing myself from that mental prison. So when I leave from here,
It's mental health, cuz
I got a bag of tools now.
on the real.
I can dig it.
So they were holding you accountable and also like supplying you with the resources you kind of need to guide yourself.
I just want to know, like, what was it, you know what I'm saying, that made them actually, like, if you went through it, you did the answers, what made them tell you, you know what I'm saying, this isn't...
It was my one facilitator, and it was like 6 other group members, and we have to do it to each other.
No,
each
but what was that
person.
deciding factor? If you sitting right here and you answering questions, and like to you being truthful to the question or whatever it may be.
Nigga, if we sitting in group and we been in group 4 months, 4 weeks together, and your ass walk in and you think you finna just, We gonna know. And you gonna know that we know. Nigga, you can't lie to us unless you lie to yourself first,
and
nigga.
it's experience and shit too, though. Like it's just like a doctor, a psychiatrist, or whatever. They have experience to recognize certain things and shit about people.
And the only way that experience is actually going to take a play, you have to first reveal something about yourself for them to analyze that, to give you that feedback.
Right,
if
but
they
that
don't
was
have,
good.
if they don't have nothing to analyze about you at first interaction, what the fuck can they give you?
Okay, so listen, that was a group set. Now listen, this is a two-part question. No, this is a two-part question. That was a group that we was in. Now seeing an individual therapist, an individual specialist, they trained in a way to listen to you, watch your mannerisms, watch how you twitch or anything when they say something.
Look, watch this.
They're trained.
This is why y'all probably think I'm a little bit destructive when you go right there. It ain't no secret within, you know what I'm saying, the family, like certain family histories.
Right.
My mama was one of the ones, you know what I'm saying, out there going through them AA meetings and all that other good shit. Didn't work. You know what I'm saying? You got these professionals there and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, hold up, time out. Didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Outside of family support, you know what I'm saying? And this is like what's actually told to me. You know what I'm saying, Ivan? I was tired. You know what I'm saying? Look, wait. I was tired and I wanted this for myself.
Right.
It wasn't for my kids. It wasn't for my brother, my sister.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
Look, wait. It wasn't for no group, no meeting, no nothing. Because me watching, these are my eyes watching. My mother didn't succeed in no group. You know what I'm saying? But when she had self-realization, man, my mama been like that stepping stone. That's why I'm so big with like, you know what I'm saying, self-sufficiency.
But
like
everybody's different,
Uncle
bro.
Terry
That's what I'm
True.
saying.
Uncle Terry did
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
thing.
Everything.
True. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes I be like, yeah, it is different.
Tired.
It is
you gotta
different.
get tired.
Yeah.
You have to, and I feel like something got to trigger you at some point, depending on what it is. It could be, it might not be a group. It could be something else. It could be
something that you might not like the group,
like me,
but something you heard in a group,
right?
That you say, you know what? Go back and ask your mom. Outside the groups, what really made you quit? You get outside you saying because you quit. What?
That's her.
I know, but
that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't I don't have to go and just actually nag her to go into intricate details. Like I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like me being the son. What you mean? What clicked? You know what I'm saying? Me being tired. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go and live the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know what I'm saying? They speak that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That may be a fucking trigger, a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? Me like, all right, I know the hard facts. The motherfuckers who know me know the hard facts. You know what I'm saying? So if we both know this, you know what I'm saying? Rock with me on my road to recovery.
Exactly. Bottom line, right?
You know what I'm saying? And that was it for my mama.
Right.
But
okay.
you know,
Right.
No matter what walk of life, like what I've run into is like, no matter how you ask somebody, I've always heard in some way someone say like, I didn't do it for no one else but me.
You can't
people
do it for
with
no
kids,
one else
people
you.
with family, people with jobs, careers, all that. And at the end of the day, every time I've heard someone get asked why, like what made them, they were like, I didn't do it for nobody else but me. However that resonated, you know, along the way. Even like my I had a friend who had like her kids taken away, everything, and she was like, even that wasn't enough. That was just giving me more freedom.
Right.
You know, she's like, but when the money ran out, when the help ran out, when the couches ran out, when the shelter ran, you know, like when all of that just ran out and there was nothing else. Yeah. Got tired.
Period.
Right.
And guess what? Sad to say, it's so many people that still ain't tired.
A lot,
you know? But that ain't the judge though. You know?
Hell no, it's not.
So I'm not saying it like that. It's just that everything happens for a reason. Everybody's time is different. Everything happens a different way for some people. Like what you said, your mom, the groups didn't really help. For me, they helped because That was my safe space. That's where I probably felt the most safest at. That's why I was learning more of myself. I started appreciating more of myself. I started like finding my purpose. I started looking around saying, damn, I could do this.
Look, watch this. Do not take this disrespectfully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do not take this as if like I'm discrediting your groups.
Right. What up?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your groups, your experience, it just gave you the tools, you know what I'm saying, to look and recognize within yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like literally right now, I'm taking credit from that group, all that shit, because you're the motherfucker, you're the person out here, you know what I'm saying, put one foot in front of the next. You doing that work, just using the tools that were taught to you.
Thank you.
all
Right.
that's
This
needed.
is your
Right.
work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That's your
Thank
work.
you. Thank you.
But that's
Yeah,
just
and I
like the
it.
homie who like was in the cell with you, giving you game. You know,
Same
like
thing with
it
the-
didn't
you
take
can't find his
him
name.
necessarily, but it was just like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you chose to took that how you need to take it and
Right.
put that work, you know? Like, and how you were touching on resources. A lot of people don't even know where to go with the for the resources. Or because, and it's a lot of the times I feel like it's because it's not people that look and walk like them who are providing it. So it's like, why would I go to you for anything?
If y'all
Why would I
look-
trust in what you're giving me? You haven't walked my life. You haven't done what I've done. You don't speak my language. Like it's not clicking. You know,
That's
like
why
I
I
don't
love this
trust
shit
you.
right here.
that's it. I don't trust you. Why would I trust you over the night or like
people in that vulnerable state of in point of their life need, it ain't no just one pill fix all or go take your medicine or you tripping or it's so many different elements to mental health. And then it's the women's side and then it's the men's side. You get what I'm saying? It don't
And
discriminate.
it's the global side.
But
too.
it's the
Right.
yeah, and then there's the other aspects of it. You know, children. You know what I'm saying?
One thing-
Seniors, like people in corporate. You know, mental health is the same thing as physical health. If you have a filming, look, it's an invisible disability. You know, it's fucked up. Another reason why I started breaking stigmas. If I walked in here with crutches, y'all would have been like, "Oh, let me hold the door for you," or "You want to take the elevator?" Because you physically see that I need
help.
assistance. But if I walk around, I look cool every day. Ain't nothing wrong with you. 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 What the fuck I'm supposed to look like then?
Right.
You know what I mean? So since January, I've been on my own 224 no jury challenge. Cause when I get money, what's the first thing niggas go buy? Jewelry, a car, some clothes, gotta be fresh. Nah, I wanna change the narrative. I need to buy a building. So people could come in and get resources the right way and not get judged and be open and provide them with housing and skip the waiting line to Section 8. How about we fix your credit and become a first-time homeowner?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, teach other shit. Stop just thinking, oh, they homeless, they need mental health. This is what, damn, give him so he don't want the soda. Well, fuck it. He don't want it. That's some real fucked up way to put some shit, though. You
But
feel
that's
me?
like me, that motherfucker who's saying like, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying, doing all of that shit. That's that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That like for the people who believe in karma and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That shit gonna come back and bite you in your ass.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing like Pops actually told me like when I start like venturing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too much tripping. You know what I'm saying? I feel as if like I reached a point to where I taught you everything I know, you know what I'm saying, for you to get up out there. Now, if you choose to make these decisions, man, I taught you how to be humble. I taught you how to be kind, all of this shit. But if you go against that, you know what I'm saying, it's certain reactions to that. You know what I'm saying? So those motherfuckers who have that, who is on that side of the stigmania, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me, fuck them.
Right. And another thing to go
But
back
that
to
takes
what
a lot of mental strength to do that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
another thing that she said though, I don't mean to cut you off, but you said accountability. We hear so much about people saying take accountability. You need to take accountability. It's like the hottest thing now. You need to take accountability. You need it, but they don't understand it's two parts of accountability. Just like it's two parts to communication. First of all, accountability, right? and then acceptance. You have to accept so that you can move on. You get what I'm saying? Let's say, okay, it's a situation. I'm going to take accountability for the role I played in that situation. And let's say I'm hot and me and this person ain't speaking. I'm gonna take accountability for the role I played, and I just have to accept that we ain't speaking and respect their healthy boundaries. I can't just because I feel some type of way call them, well, I just want to say I'm sorry. Well, I just want to say, or not like that, but saying, the taking accountability part. Maybe they not ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So which goes back to the incident that happened when I put the bitch truck on fire. I'm thinking I'm going over there using.
You telling me that so I low key get mad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
No, not at you, because I'm like, them motherfuckers is some old bullshit.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
look,
man.
it's real life shit. Look, check this out.
Scary
To live and
motherfucker.
die in LA. So look, man. So my thing is, damn, what was I trying to say?
The little fire, little
accountability.
snitchy motherfuckers.
The accountability thing, okay, the
Yeah.
acceptance thing. Nah, damn. It
Back to the fire thing.
Yeah, that
You know
to
what I'm
live
saying?
and
With the
die in
truck.
LA threw you
Yeah.
off because she said to live and die in LA.
The fire thing.
You went back to the fire, you know what I'm
You
saying?
took
You said back to when you set the bitch car on fire.
Oh, I went over there, like I said, utilizing the coping skills they thought. I went over there with my tools, thinking I'm Bob the Builder and shit, about to fix something. You know what I'm saying? Like, fix the rectify the situation, retrieve my packages.
Right.
I let a day.
Right.
Yeah, I let
a whole day go by.
Because if I would have went over there that day, I would have went over there hot. So I tried to do what they told me. I'm all studious. Hello, I would just like to, humble. That bitch told me, whatever she said, and he all on my porch, you got money, buy some more. So at this point, I'm feeling punked. So this time I'm like, so that go back to what you were saying. Just because I'm taking these classes don't mean that the world is ready to accept it. So I had to learn not to get mad at that too. That's the other part they don't tell you about. And like I said, it's 2 parts of communication. The other part is comprehension. Do you comprehend what the fuck is going on and what's being said? Because we can't communicate or have a proper communication if you can't reason with the unreasonable.
Right.
You comprehend about to light
A big thing that comes with that too, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, by you finding out all these tools, like how you keep saying, like, man, I got the tools now, and it's like, I can't flip on this motherfucker. You may not understand. You know what I'm saying? It's a sense of discipline, self-discipline that comes in with that.
Yes, absolutely. A lot. Self-discipline. And that's why I said that MRT is so important, because you dig into yourself, hold yourself accountable.
What's the MRT?
It's moral recognition therapy or something like that. It's some book that I had. It's to free yourself of a mental prison. I got a copy at the house. I'll try to shoot you one or whatever. But once I get my actual location, I will be getting licensed clinicians to come and conduct these groups for like 4 to 6 weeks, because it's very useful and we need this.
For real.
Hold on, because you said them book, if you like along with this psychological stuff, if I want to recommend the book, Breaking the Chains of Psychological Slavery by Naeem Akbar. Great book.
Right?
Great book. Just check it out.
For sure. Yeah.
Not too thick. It's probably about like a good 100 and something pages, maybe less.
All right.
Good book.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So look, y'all, before we get up out of here, tell the people where they can find you at. Tell them about the book, about the organization.
You guys can find me at, people keep on saying I need to change my Instagram and all that.
But let them know where you can find the book and the film.
Yeah, the book and
because
stuff
it's
like
real
that.
dope. Like,
For
I
sure.
bought me a
Thank you.
copy. So I'm gonna be tapping in. I got right off of Amazon. It was not expensive, so y'all need to tap into that.
Oh, yeah, I ain't giving up my Instagram handle. Y'all just find me when you see the ad.
What's the website?
Y'all can find me. This the book right here. It's called America's Game Girl, Bridging the Gaps, A Journey of Love, Mental Health, and Overcoming Stigma. You can find it at Target, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Amazon, Kindle, and your nearest library. Also, a few mom and pop stores if you wanted to Google it. Uh, it's like $13 on Amazon.
Got it on
$6.99
Audible?
Kindle, Apple Books. Yep. And it's $30 at Barnes and Noble. So be on the lookout. I will be having my book signing this coming July for mental health, minority mental health awareness month.
Where would that be at? You got the location already?
I'm indecisive of the location. I kind of want to do it at the Skid Row History Museum
Okay.
downtown LA because
Yeah.
that's where everything kind of
That sounds like a good location. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the LAPD, but it's not police. It's the LA Poverty Department
Okay.
right there on 2nd and Broadway. So if it's not gonna be there, I do hold my first time homeowner workshops at the Watts MLK Center.
Okay.
Community Center at 1118 Wilmington Avenue.
That's right.
So I hold first time homeowner workshops there. A few leasing realtors come, and then I have bank branch managers that come and teach people about the lending options and all that stuff or whatever.
When's that?
That's dope.
When's that?
And well, so I haven't made a date for that one yet,
So
but
we'll be
I held
tuning in.
2 of them last year, but we got to kick back up.
That's
Things
right.
kind of been on pause. Like I said, y'all, I gotta get an operation in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Man,
Appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, we
Right,
definitely
thank you for
appreciate you coming. So yeah, we
Sure.
gonna get you up out of here so you can
Oh,
drink
oh.
that. Get that flow right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, my bad. One thing in the movie, can you grab me that one, please?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, so the movie is like this, right? So we didn't really actually think it was gonna go that far, but it did, and I appreciate it if you guys check it out because this is a real life, true
Tap in
story
with it.
about what we go through downtown Skid Row. And the thing is, this is the director's first movie. It's called Songs from the Nickel. And the reason why it's called Songs from the Nickel is because that's where we at 5th and Wall Street, downtown, that's Skid Row. But this movie was all about men. So she wanted to do one about women. So this is the one about women. And I feel like a dinosaur because I'm here holding up a DVD. But I am the end of the
It
DVD.
is what it is.
Yeah, I'm the end of the DVD era. It's all on streaming now. So, it's on the platforms. Amazon, Vudu, Fire Stick, Tubi for free. Hey, everybody love Tubi. So Tubi.
Hey, and it ain't nothing like that hard copy though. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
Big shout out to Zaheads. We can't forget
Shout out
about
to
that.
Zaheads.
Yep.
Zaheads. You know what I'm saying? Open 24 hours. If you know Cannabis Club,
Yeah, and
go
that
on
shit tastes
and
good,
check
too,
that
whatever
out
it
on follow that on Instagram if you know Cannabis Club. And
On real.
yeah.
For sure, man.
Thank you
Hey,
so much
look,
for
and we
coming.
definitely appreciate y'all tuning in and tapping in.
Sure.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
thank you.
Cuzzo back on, you know what I mean, a little bit down the line to get an update on what's going on. And we
Yeah.
definitely support, you know what I'm
There's a
saying?
whole lot
And we
more
wanna-
information
Thank
out.
Right, on the real,
Thank you,
man.
sir.
So on that note, again, we want to thank you, Cuzzo, for sliding in. You know what I mean? And look, hey, this is Big J.
Serpo Jr.
See Pop.
Make sure
That's
you
right.
hit that like button, comment, and go ahead and subscribe now.
Facts.
Teri Rogers.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming.